This is gonna happen.
Are you
King Philip.
Yes, is King Philip there?
This is the restaurant, King Philip. Yep.
Oh, but no, I was wanting to talk to King Philip. Is he the owner or?
Yeah. Who's this?
My name's Grant.
Yeah. Jenny will be here. Just where are you calling from?
Oh, I'm actually calling from a long way away. I saw a story on the news that there's new ownership at King Philip's, and we were excited about it. And
Okay.
maybe wanted to do an
hold on?
interview with the owner.
Yeah. Just give me one moment. I will ask someone. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Where's this going? Should I just hang up?
Yes.
Should I hang up?
100%.
I want to see the answers. I'm not trying to be mean to them. Do they think I'm being mean? I really wasn't trying, but I do seem condescending a little, don't I?
Yes. Yes, you do.
I feel bad now. Don't make me feel bad, Sean.
It wasn't bad.
It wasn't bad. Should I hang up?
Yes.
truthful.
Okay, we'll do it again.
Did you say do it again?
I'm just so excited about this restaurant. Is that a good way to start this?
Yes.
I don't know. We need to take some deep breaths. Where's your meditation music? I'm thinking about it. There you go. Do you count to 4?
Yep. In through your nose.
Yep. Oh, lead us through it, Sarah.
Out through your mouth.
Yes.
In through your nose. Come on, Sean. Hold it. Out through your mouth.
All right. Now I've got it. I'm very excited to be here. I'm very happy to be doing another episode of We're Just People. And when I open my eyes is when we're going to start. So, are you smiling, Sean?
Yes. I'm going to hide behind this mic.
Welcome to another episode of We're Just People. Episode number
17.
17. That is wild. 17. You remember being 17?
Yeah, I do.
Are you 17?
Yeah.
No, you're not
No, I'm
quite
not.
17. But we're glad you're here, though. I'm glad you're here, Sean.
Thanks, man. I'm glad you're here, too.
Every time I'm glad you're here. And right now, more than ever.
Right now, why is that?
Because of your face.
All right.
That's the reason. And
I'm pretty
because
self-conscious about my face this morning, I'm going to be honest.
it looks great.
Oh,
It looks
yeah.
great. Your face looks great. And I don't know why I do. This is my go-to. You know what this is? This is me being a little nervous, and I just go to you. I just say, "Hey, Sean," and then I just look and I make a comment.
What a great person to pass it off to.
Anyways, episode number 17. We have a special guest in the room. First time appearance.
Yep.
A cameo. Sarah Martin. Give it up for Sarah.
Thank you. Thank
Just
you.
me. Okay, Sean's doing this.
Golf clap.
Yep, so excited. Sarah, so excited to have you in here.
Thanks.
Been wanting you to be in here. You are, I think you're awesome. And I have a hard time calling you Sarah Martin. I hadn't
know.
stuck yet. Sarah Lamelli is what's stuck forever.
Yeah.
But you helped out a couple times and like posted about this. And I just think you're awesome. And what do you like? We need to give people a little bit of
gosh.
who Sarah Martin is. Just like, what do you like? What are you into? That kind of thing.
Okay. Gosh. I don't really have any hobbies.
You like to dance.
Yeah. Yeah.
We
I like to
talked
dance.
about I wish I could have that moment. Hold on. In front of, we talked about this when Allie was in here. In front of I wish that I would have a moment with a lot of pent up emotion and that I could just go to a dance studio,
Yep.
take an old boom box. I'm
Yep.
not plugging a phone into anything. I want a boom box. I want to set it down, and I just want to dance it all out.
Yeah.
And then I want to pull a lever, and I want water to come down. That's from a movie, right?
Was like Step Up or something?
No, I think it's like Dance. I don't know. It's some kind of movie from the 80s, but that's what I want.
Footloose or something?
No, it's Help Us Out. You can maybe, I don't know if
I
it's
don't know
worth
either.
Googling.
It's
But you can
relieving
do
for
that.
sure. Yeah.
Do you do that? Please tell me you do it.
I used to, not
Do
anymore.
it more.
Okay.
Like live out our dreams.
Okay, I'll do
Me
it
and
more.
Sean wish we could do that. I just threw him in. I don't know if he wishes that, but I wish I could. Do we?
Flash dance.
Flash
Flash.
dance. That's it. Do you see the picture?
It's a video. but
Okay,
yeah.
well, well, we won't have to play the video, but anyways, look that up because it's a good time. And so dance and
Yep. Psychology.
yes, into psychology. So that's great. I really like that, and glad you're here, dude. What is happening to this podcast? What's going on? Because it's morphing, and
It
it's
is.
and it's changing in a good way. When I say changing, it's like, well, it used to be a young duck full of dreams, and now it's just becoming more of who it is. And it was actually more of a penguin all along, and now it's like it's what our podcast is a big human in a penguin costume, a full-grown adult in a penguin. That's what we've become, and I love it. I couldn't love it more, actually.
I think
Do you resonate with that? Not quite?
I'm trying to comprehend exactly
Yeah.
what you just said.
Well, I'm just talking more about the morphing of it. It's gone from like a young duck full of dreams, which I imagine like a cartoon,
A young
but
sapling.
but a serious cartoon. Yeah, it's
Okay.
just doing this under, and on top it's just dreaming, and then, but it's evolved, and now it's a full-grown human in the real world with a penguin costume on,
Yeah.
like a mascot of sorts, but not a nice costume, kind of mangy, a high school one that's been around for about 30 years.
Yeah.
We're the Loudonville Penguins. That's what we have become. And I couldn't love it anymore. I really like it. Because things have been going on. We've been getting new listeners.
That's
I don't know
right.
why. But
a lot of new listeners.
new listeners.
Yeah.
And it's so stinking exciting. We got calls in, we got video messages, we got all kinds of stuff. And we have our first ever mission accomplished. to
That's
talk
right.
About.
Yeah.
First ever mission accomplished. And that, I got really excited about that.
Yeah.
Getting that mission, and we'll get to it. But
Operation KP.
it was like
accomplished.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it was like this whole thing was riding on that. Honestly, if that would have drifted off and become not a thing, I might have just said, you know what, this podcast is going to drift off. It's going to die with Kiki Elks. But we're alive and we're here. And thanks for following us on Instagram. Hey, I looked into the, and thanks for whoever's running the account. You know, you're doing awesome and you're brilliant. and
Whoever
you're
they are.
smart,
Yeah.
and you're really funny, and you're on it.
And they deserve more credit than they get.
They deserve more credit than they get because they don't get any.
Yeah.
What I mean, is it you, Sarah? Have you been?
It's not me.
It isn't you.
Nope.
Did Flamingo give you the login?
Nope.
I have a
Not me.
feeling that. Well, I don't know. I don't know who it is. It'll be a mystery forever. But whoever it is has been posting some very quality stuff.
That they have.
Yes.
Some
and
great things.
Sean has blessed me today by drawing from the quality of our Instagram account and giving me a few things like this.
Okay, thanks. Bye.
Oh, that's the best. Okay, thanks. Bye. That picture of Dave, and then that's just a mood. Is okay, thanks. Bye. And he's a radio DJ in Minnesota, I think.
Yeah.
An
Still
actual
going today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I looked him up, and he's a person, and somebody knows him. Remember, somebody commented and said they know him. on the podcast.
Oh.
Said
Really?
they interned for him. Yes.
Wow.
It's crazy. And when they said they knew him, I just said,
Okay, thanks. Bye.
this is new for me. I know that it's going to get old, but it's so
Do
exciting.
you
It's
guys
like a new
not
toy.
say stuff like that before you hang up? Like, bye.
Okay, thanks. Bye.
Say that?
Yeah.
Let's
just
see. What,
the-
what do I say? Hold on. Okay, Sean, we got to do the podcast tomorrow. Okay, cool. All right, see you later. That's what I do.
Yeah, or it's all right, thanks.
Yeah. Is that what I do?
Yeah.
All right, thanks. Bye. Do I even say bye?
I don't even think you say bye
I
sometimes.
don't even say bye. That's
Oh.
cold.
Yeah.
All right, thanks. What do you do?
I do the bye.
Bye.
Like the
yeah. Bye.
Some
That's
people
good.
do that. I've actually noticed that with a couple people that are around me recently. They'll be on the
Yes.
phone, then you just hear, bye.
Okay, let's see what else we got.
New cool apps from the App Store. Very excited about this.
Okay.
Honestly, I just
okay.
need I'm very excited about this.
That, I imagine you doing that every time you say subscriptions for YouTube. I got this new cool app.
on the App Store. I'm very excited about that. What else do we got? Oh, this is so exciting. Hold on.
I'd love to help you, but I'm really kind of busy right now.
Oh, I like that's useful actually.
Yeah.
Anyways, one more.
Like,
Whew, got out of that.
Whew. It's not working. Why are you having me do it?
Got out of that.
that one may have cut off a little bit short.
It's okay. You know what? You gave it your best shot.
I did.
That's all that matters.
That is all that
And then
matters. Okay, thanks, bye.
it's thanks, bye, right? That's what it is.
Yeah.
And then we have one more to bless you with, and this one might be the one that we use most frequently, and it's just this. Hey,
In my younger days,
the little grandma with the art thing. Anyways, we got lots of stuff to cover.
That's right.
And we have some. You know what's making me feel weird? Is we haven't done the paper. That's what's. I'm all antsy. I got straight into the clips, and we haven't done the paper.
And we didn't do the most intriguing part of every episode.
Yes, the OCD feature, and some people are probably watching, kind of wigging out.
I was,
Yeah,
for sure.
I know.
Yeah.
I was doing it too, but I didn't realize it because I didn't realize it. And some people watching, I'm sorry, you're tweaking out, and you need us to read and go through our sheet because there's an order to this, and we're going to stick by it. So, Sean, why don't you tell us where we can listen? Some of the platforms. Do you want to do, or do I normally do that?
You
I'm all out of
normally
whack.
do that.
I'm sorry.
I mean,
So,
I can if you want me to.
tell us about what's coming soon.
What's coming soon?
Yeah, what app is coming soon?
Oh, the Coming Soon app. That app for everyone listening right now on Pandora that can't listen right now. Just know
Yeah.
that soon you'll be able to listen to us on Pandora.
Yeah, and I would say that anyone who's a regular to our podcast is not more well informed of any other fact than that. Like that's
Yeah.
you've been properly warned.
You've been
I'll
warned
just
for
say that
4 weeks about Pandora.
every week, just a weekly
Just
update.
get ready for the
And
drop
for
because
the-
you're not going to be able to listen to this in so many places.
So many places. Instead of 15, there'll be 16.
Dude, you know what you could do?
And you have choices to make.
You could
We're trying
download
to-
it
Yeah.
on Spotify.
Yes.
Then you could go to Apple Podcasts and download it.
Right.
And then you could go to Pandora. That's really bad for us for the numbers side, but you could do that.
You could do that.
Yeah.
And so, anyways, you're very well informed that we're coming to Pandora, so you have no excuse. Next, you can listen on Apple Podcasts, which thank you. I think that's where probably most of our listeners listen, outside of our mega audience, but which is our beloved platform. We'll get to that. But Apple Podcasts, I feel like it's where most of you. So here's what would be helpful: if you leave a review, like you actually take a second, type one out, and send it. You hit 5 stars and then do the review. Do it right now. That would be awesome. Do we have any new reviews?
We do have 2 new reviews.
Sarah, you want to read one?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's hear
First one?
review, and then we'll keep on.
Why don't you
keeping
do
on.
that one right there? Yeah.
Okay.
Let's hear it.
5 stars,
Yes.
titled LOL in all caps.
Love it.
I'm currently sitting in class listening. OMG, your accident story has me rolling. My teacher
Oh, that's right.
My teacher probably isn't too impressed. LOL, it's fine. The confessions of pooping in the pants is ridiculous, but quality content. Keep it up. laughing emoji, heart emoji.
That's amazing. That's amazing. Was there more to that one?
I don't know. Oh, also, what a weird review to leave.
Yeah, that's okay. Because
right.
our podcast is a human in a penguin mascot costume.
And
It's
well,
so-
we are just people, but yeah,
We are just people, but sometimes we dress up as penguins.
sure.
And we're still just people. Hey, hashtag, I thought we could be civil.
Wait, what did you just do? Could you do that one?
I thought we could be
No,
civil.
before what you said.
Hashtag?
That.
Is that hashtag?
Yeah, that is.
Okay.
Could you say that and then just say subscriptions?
Oh, hashtag, I thought we could be civil. We're just people. But what do we, anyways, yes, the happy accident story. You know what I realized after that is that I got away free. My story didn't actually happen.
Yeah.
But you and Rebecca said real ones.
Oh, yeah.
And I just realized that afterwards. I was like, I got away free and clear. But you know what? People resonated with the whole, the accident happening as an adult. And I
Yeah.
don't quite want to say the words yet because I did feel a little dirty when I was saying it.
Yeah.
And I don't really want our podcast to hang out in that realm. But we may have to revisit it briefly because it resonated with people.
Oh, absolutely.
Everyone can relate to an emergency situation
Oh, absolutely.
abdominally, right?
Yeah.
All you have to say is whether or not you can relate. That's all.
I can relate.
Okay,
Yeah.
everyone can relate. Everybody can relate. Okay, so anyways, was there another new review on Apple Podcast?
Yeah, there is. So this comes from South Denver Struve. And he
Wait.
says...
South Denver Struve?
South Denver Struve. I'm not
There's
sure.
no way. Is that a real place?
I don't know. Well, I mean, this is just the username.
Okay.
The last
I
one
thought
was
it I
from
thought it was a location.
D-Han.
Okay,
Sorry,
great. Thank
we
you,
didn't say
D-Han.
that. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, so this is South
All right.
Denver Struve, 5
All right.
stars.
Yes.
Says subscriptions, Forrest Gump, flea market. So that's the
Yeah.
that's the title.
Oh!
Yeah.
See, I
and
love it when they go deep cuts.
Yeah.
See, if you don't know what those things are, you need to binge watch. And you need to watch several episodes, and you'll understand subscriptions and flea market and Forrest Gump.
This person says, 1 episode in, and I am in stitches. I feel like I'm in a
Oh,
room
that makes me so happy.
with all my funniest friends.
Oh, my God.
I love how naturally funny everyone is on this podcast. Definitely subscribing.
Oh, my gosh. Doesn't that warm your heart?
Yeah, that was
What a
nice.
sweet thing to say.
That is, you just wooed Sean. He just called you sweet. Denver Struve, are you a female? Because if so,
I definitely wasn't
you
wooing
made an
someone, but
impression.
it was a sweet
no,
thing
no,
to say.
they wooed you. You didn't have an option. You just got wooed.
I
You
guess
were
I
wooed.
was
You
wooed.
were wooed. And man, that makes me so happy. That's so cool. Because, we haven't talked a whole lot about why we started this podcast and really my motivation behind it. But, are we going to go get all serious right now? We got to finish this. But I'll just say this, is that the reason that review makes me happy is because, my mood does a little bit of this.
Up
You know
and
what I'm
down.
saying? A little up and down. You two are, well, I don't know. Everyone can do this, right?
Yeah.
Everyone can do this.
Uh-huh.
But there's some that may do a little more of this. Am I dancing? And then
Yeah.
some
That's it.
may do a little more of that kind of thing. And when I was like doing that and just kind of like got kind of hung up and just said, I guess this is my new lane kind of deal. I stumbled, I never really listened to podcasts, but I started and I stumbled on a couple podcasts that used to just make me laugh. And in that little short season, to be honest, that was about all that kind of made me laugh. So it became like a little escape route to get for some joy. Now that obviously means that I need to
Reevaluate.
I need to work on
Yeah.
myself, and I did.
Yeah.
But in that season, it was like the little shining light.
Just a little breath of fresh air.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I hung on to it. So what I've realized is I'm hoping that if someone is going through a time like that, that this could be a thing that brings you joy. Really, for anybody that's in any stage, I hope this is something that just kind of adds some joy to your life. But especially if you're struggling or in a confusing season of life or whatever it is, if this can just bring a little joy, that will be like it's fulfilled its purpose. And it just made me look back, and I look back at the podcast I used to listen to, and I have this weird, deep thankfulness for them. I mean, like gratitude. And so I was just like, I'd like to do that and hopefully can help someone else in that way. And also, another thing I realized is in getting getting healthier is that I'm a creative person. I think we all are in nature, but I need to be being creative every day, really, for me to stay in a great place. And so this is another way that I'm able to be creative pretty much every day. Either whether it's thinking through it or checking in with the mysterious Instagram account runner, whatever it is, just able to have a creative outlet. And so it's weird that the desire is to help someone who may be going through a tough time, but also this is part of what's a healthy outlet for me to stay in a good season. It's just get to be creative. And so thank you guys for really being here and providing that for me. And then hopefully this can provide something for you to bring a little bit of joy. And that just made me love all of you. And you don't even have clear faces, but I'm imagining a bunch of faceless people. No, I'm imagining you. And I would give you a hug if I could, because I like this and I really like you. So that's that.
That's beautiful.
Oh, should we?
All right, so we talked about the first platform people can listen on.
Wow, you're moving on pretty quick there.
All right.
A little harsh. I really liked how Sarah responded. She said that's beautiful, but let's do it. Let's move on. Let's keep it rolling.
I'm trying not to be aggressive.
Keep it rolling. That's right. Don't be aggressive.
Don't be aggressive.
Spotify, which one person weighed in and let us know that they think Spotify is better on YouTube, which is another platform. You can watch. The only way you can watch is on YouTube. So you might be listening. You can listen and then you can watch, or you can watch. It's either way. Now, let me say that if you're not watching, there's straight 10s in the room. I'm just going to say that. I'm just going to be honest. There's we got a little bit of an 11 situation going on, breaking the scale kind of thing. But it's straight 10s every time.
You're too flattering, man.
We've never had anything less than a 10. So
Too flattering.
But so you want to watch on YouTube, and then you can watch on Google Podcasts. You can watch on Stitcher, which
You can listen.
I'm sorry. Yeah, you can listen.
Yeah.
On Google Podcasts, you can watch on. I'm not going to say it different. You can watch on Stitcher.
Great.
And you're going to have to live with that. I did download the Stitcher app because I'm just curious. I've been saying this stuff so much that I'm genuinely curious. And you know what? It's a fine app. It's fine. But you know what's better? iHeartRadio. You can listen on iHeartRadio. And I don't know why that has such a special place in my heart. How did it start? Do you remember, Sean?
I remember.
Do
when
you?
we brought it on.
When you
And
added it, yeah.
When I added it, and in that episode, like the following week, we like doubled in listeners.
That's right.
And
And
we
then
don't
you
want-
told me they are the number one podcast app, which I don't. That's false advertising.
I don't know if I've ever said that in my life.
I saw it. I know I've seen it. I know I've seen it.
Okay.
And you know what? I'm confident about that, and that's all that matters.
Great. Great.
So, anyways, iHeartRadio really was a catapult for this podcast, which I will say that since a couple episodes ago, and I think because of our social media, whatever, our listening audience has increased, and that's been really cool to see. And most of the increase, almost all of it, has happened with our podcast listeners, so which is awesome. So thanks for tuning in. If you're new, you got to binge a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay, so after that, after iHeartRadio, we got TuneIn Alexa, we got Overcast. You know what I see this? Every time I think about that, the bridge to the We're Just People song.
Oh, yeah.
I do. Apple Podcast, Spotify, Google Podcast, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, SoundCloud that we're not on, but it was in my lyrics. Tune in and Alexa, Overcast, Pocket Cast, Castro, Castbox, and Podchaser. That's what it is. So maybe every time I'll just sing that, and you can know where we're listening. And then Pandora, get ready.
It's going to be
ready.
I don't know if they're
the
ready.
sensation.
No, they're not
that's,
ready.
Sweeping the nation.
And the iHeartRadio Music Festival, didn't it just happen?
They have like 20 a year, I think.
Really?
now.
Well, I
seems
looked,
like that.
and I think something happened in September, and I bet the Black Eyed Peas were there. I got a lot of confidence in that.
Probably.
I got a lot of, and then what's her, Fergie or whatever it is? I don't even want to go there. I'm so old. We got some new cities that are listening. Some new cities. And let's talk about them. You guys want to maybe go back and forth?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can go first.
Okay. One at a time or?
One at a time. Let's
One
do
at
it.
a time.
St. Paul, Minnesota. Is that Minnesota?
Yeah, that's Minnesota.
Okay.
St. Paul. Yeah.
St. Paul. That's incredible. Number one, who are you? Number two, I love you. Who else?
We got Burnsville, Minnesota.
A lot of Minnesotas.
Yep.
Minnesota. Now, it surprises me that I wonder if Burnsville is close to St. Paul. Because I can't imagine that, you take the map of the state, however it's configured. I can't imagine that one random human in Minnesota listen and then another one over here listen. I would imagine like,
Listen, we're the #1 podcast in the
that's
nation.
true. That's true. That is true. I more imagine,
According to you.
I more imagine someone in Minnesota discovering it and then saying, hey, friend that lives down the street, you should listen too. But anyways, apparently we're popping up. We're popping up all over the map, like the little maps of where the infection is
Oh.
on the
Well,
radio,
I don't know
on
if
the
we should
shows.
think of it like that.
I was thinking fireworks.
Yeah, fireworks. There you go. What else? Where else?
Detroit, Michigan.
Oh, Detroit. That legitimate. I don't know why, but that right there made me feel legitimate. I feel like, yeah, you can host a radio show in Detroit or something about Detroit. It's just a classic American city. I love you, Detroit. And I love some humans in Detroit.
Yeah.
I'm going to assume it's not the friends I have. It's random people, but probably the friends I have. But anyways, let's keep going.
How about College Park, Maryland?
Maryland.
Yeah.
Never heard of College Park.
College.
I have been to Maryland. Don't know a lot of people in Maryland. Definitely know 0 people in College Park. But we love you.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening. Next, I can't comment on all of them. Why is there so many, Sean?
We're exploding.
We're blowing up.
We're blowing up.
I mean, we're just telling you what's happening. Okay, go.
Auburn, Massachusetts.
Auburn, Massachusetts. I feel like home base was Athol for the Massachusetts
yeah.
takeover.
Uh-huh.
And then we're doing this.
We're going out to Auburn.
From Athol.
Not Auburn, like the college town Auburn. Auburn.
Right. It doesn't matter.
Massachusetts,
It's all
yeah.
the same right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was definitely had the college town that's in Alabama in my head.
Yeah.
But okay, but we're in Auburn, Massachusetts. That's amazing. What's next?
Zachary, Louisiana.
Oh, snap.
This is a good place.
How do you know that?
I know that because there's some big news happening.
Okay, we're gonna get some big news
Close
in
to
that small
Zachary.
town. That's
Yeah.
amazing. What else?
York. I don't know what
Nebraska.
that's. Nebraska. I always forget about that.
York, Nebraska, Midwest. Grain.
Yep.
I just think of corn. Is it corn or is it grain?
I think it's corn.
What is it, guys? Nebraska. What do you guys do up there for fun? I love York, too. Let's keep going.
Newburgh, New York.
Newburgh, New York. You know, waiting for New York, but I'll do with Newburgh. Or Newburgh. I said Newburgh. Newburgh. That's great. Thanks for tuning in. I hope that our comedy translates. Anyways.
Chattanooga, Tennessee.
Oh, yeah. That our comedy translates there. Chattanooga, baby. Tennessee. That's awesome. Who else?
Brookfield, Ohio.
Again, home base, Loudonville. We started there, and we've branched.
Yep.
And Brookfield doesn't know what to do. But I have some things to say about Loudonville as well. Let's keep going.
Stone Mountain, Georgia.
Stone Mountain. Does that have something to do with a historical figure?
Maybe. I don't know.
Maybe not. Stone Mountain, Georgia. Thank you for tuning in. I haven't been to Georgia much, to be honest. I've been to Atlanta, but right now I like Stone Mountain a lot more. Let's keep going.
Azle, Texas.
Azle, Texas. You know what? I almost think that you could Google any set of letters and then put Texas beside it, and there's probably a town called
That's probably true.
Like if you just scrambled and just typed it, it's probably in Texas. But Azle's there for sure. And I feel like that's a special place. That's a place where dreams come true.
That's
Ooh.
Azle.
That's true.
Azle. Where you go, Azle. A place for dreams to come true. A place for dreams to become a reality. Azle. A place to grow.
We just made the new slogan for Azle, Texas.
I love it so much.
The
Okay,
tourism
keep going.
department in
Okay.
Azle is probably going crazy.
Hold on. There's something. I need to know more about Azle. So when we get finished, tell me like how big it, all that kind of stuff, because dreams are going to get fulfilled with Azle. Let's keep going.
Okay, last one is Boardman, Oregon.
Oregon is cool. Boardman, I'm not sure about.
Boardman.
But Boardman, thanks for tuning in and listening. We're so appreciative. And that reminds me of what's the little city on Monopoly, or the little thing on Monopoly, Boardwalk, or
Yep,
is that
the
the
Boardwalk.
super
Boardwalk
expensive
in
one?
Park Place.
High Rollin', yeah. So let's move on.
I totally forgot to put this on here.
What?
By the
Why
time
did
this
you-
episode drops,
What?
We're going to be at 1,000 audio podcast downloads.
Really?
Yeah.
Why are
What
you
is
so
happening?
surprised?
Why are 1,000 of you listening? Don't run it to me. There's 1,000 humans that are clicking. I know that's probably not exactly no.
That's total.
But hold on a second.
that's cool, man. That's
you
a
just ruined it.
milestone.
It's over. Moment's gone. Okay.
Wow.
I'm back. I'm enjoying it again. 1,000. We did it. We made it, Mom. So let's do this. We actually got several hotline calls, which I get so excited about. And I would like to check out some calls that came in from the hotline. So let's, and you can call in the hotline by calling this number. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go. 405-265-6706. Someone's become freakishly aware of that number.
Obviously not, because you stumbled over your words.
Oh.
Also, again, it is 405-265-6706. Now, hold on. What was just delivered to them audio-wise was probably something that will haunt their dreams. Just the synchronized male voicing of a phone number might haunt you.
I thought it sounded like a boy band.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'll take that.
That's the
Yeah.
closest I've ever
Hey,
been compared to a
Sarah,
boy band.
have
and
you
I
ever heard
appreciate
music? Do you know what music
Okay.
is?
Whatever.
that. Hold on, you're being really aggressive.
Yes, I am. I'm sorry for that. I really am.
Yeah.
Will
don't
you
be
say the number
aggressive.
so it can be a little more pleasant?
Yes. Here we go. 405-265-6706.
That's right. So you can call there. But we have a couple of voicemails we want to get to because we love to engage. So here we go. Let's see who the heck this is.
Hey, my name's Philip, and I am from Minneapolis, Minnesota.
What's happening in Minnesota?
I thought it was going to be King Philip.
Me too. There was a lot of excitement about the word Philip. And then he said Minneapolis, which is not listed here as a new city. So Minneapolis they're already listening. But something's happening in Minnesota. What's up, Philip? Tell us what's going on.
And I'm just calling to say my first job, my worst job, and my dream job real quick.
Love it.
First job, I
Love
was cleaning play equipment inside of a church.
Sounds fun.
Yep.
Ever done that?
Yes.
Sarah's done that?
Every week.
I bet you get some little surprises, some little dark chocolate covered blueberry surprises, possibly. Again, I've taken the podcast to the gutter. Let's get back out. Let's go back to Philip. What's up?
Glamorous, I know. Second job isn't too much better. I was working a night shift, cleaning up chicken guts.
Okay, so you got a cleaning skill. There's that's great. But chicken guts, how does one come across there's chicken guts on the floor? Maybe we should find out.
At Tyson food plant, that was terrible.
Oof, I don't know why I interrupt people so much, but Tyson, he said that was terrible. Let's keep
did
going.
that for 6 months.
Okay, that's good. Good
And
for
my
you.
dream job, man.
Can I just say, I don't know how this is going to come out, but when I imagine anything about Tyson, like if you work there, I imagine you're also pinned up and like some kind of a terrible, wow, that took a turn. Let's finish. Let's see what
Probably would
Jeez.
be a travel vlogger.
Oh,
Getting paid to travel, create content, all that stuff.
that's what Flamingo said.
But I wanted to
Yeah.
stop in and let you guys know, keep up with the podcast. I love it. Brings me so much joy, and peace and love and positivity. Thanks, guys. God bless.
Oh.
Oh my goodness, he got me. You got me, sir. You wooed me.
About to say,
I got
there's a lot
wooed.
of wooing going
There's
on.
wooing. And Philip, a travel blogger, that's what Rebecca, Flamingo, who's not here, we're missing out on the Flamingo's presence. So, Philip, I don't know if you're single. And I'm not going to take this too far because if you're married, your wife's not going to really enjoy this part. But if you are, there's another beautiful human that would also love to be a travel blogger.
Yeah.
And there could be an Airstream and you could just go. But anyways,
Just go to Azel and make the dream come true.
hey, there's something going to happen there. So that is awesome. Thanks for tuning in, Philip, and thank you for calling. I really appreciate it. And should we go to another voicemail?
Yeah.
Let's go to the next one, and let's listen. Here we go.
Hey guys, it's Shannon Nimmo.
Oh, I love her so much.
Yeah.
She's such an 7.
That was a deep cut, man.
What?
I thought we were through the Enneagram phase.
She's a 9.
Is she a 9?
Yeah, I think so.
She's got to have a strong wing 7 or whatever it's called.
Let me see. I'll find out.
Yeah, find out. But anyways, she's adorable. She's awesome. Okay, let's hear this.
Hey, I'm watching your episode number 16, and listening to Grant's poop story is
Oh, snap. We're going back, baby. We're going
Sooner
right
than
back.
you thought.
Yeah, we're going back. I'm going to love this. I already know it. I already do, and we're going to love this.
freaking hilarious. And I'm about to get interrupted by my child.
That's all right. As
So
moms
I
do.
have a poop story, and
snap.
it is. Sorry, Nora. Hi, Nora. Can you say hi?
Aw, there's nothing quite like that. That way of speaking from a mother is just precious. Do you ever, I'm about to get real weird. Do you ever kind of wish that you don't? I'm going to stop.
No.
Okay, I'm going to stop.
Nope.
All right. Okay. All right. What is that? What are my problems here, Sarah? You're the psychologist.
Listen, we're just people.
Thank you.
You can say it if you want to.
Yeah, my confidence level was, and then I'm just a person.
I was just trying to see where you were going. I wasn't being condescending by that.
It was
look.
more like maybe a more healthy way is to have memories of my mom. It's not that tone, that loving, like
Yeah.
stopping to
It brings
speak.
good feelings.
It does bring good feelings.
Yeah.
And that's all I was saying. And if you could speak to me in that manner, Sean, it really would mean a lot.
All right. We want people to check out fast. We can go down that route.
So, anyways, but there's something special about that. I love that. I love to hear it. I find myself talking to my daughter that way, and I do have memories of my parents talking to me like that. And mom and dad, if you threw it in every once in a while, I'm just saying I wouldn't throw a fit. I just said throw a fit. I was a kid.
Yep.
Like I wouldn't.
We're
This is getting
reverting to
weird.
childhood.
We are. Let's keep going.
It happened 6 years ago. It was 3
So, a definite adult, maybe young adult.
months postpartum after Ellie was born.
Oh, man. Awesome. Yes. Let's keep going.
And Jimmy and I and Ellie, we went to a wedding in St. Louis. And we had, we ate at a restaurant before we went to this wedding. And and we had a T-bone steak. So I don't know if you guys know about this, about T-bone.
Hey, we're getting lots of backstory.
We're getting some details.
Lots of details, which we like details, and we like T-bone steak. But what about T-bone steak? This is giving me a lot of anxiety, but I'm liking it. Here we go.
I found the story. But with the T-bone steak, on one side of the bone, you have like a tender portion.
Poor child. I so get it. Even just the mom thing. How about this? At our podcast, we love moms. We do, don't we? Like a special mom love.
Yeah, call your mom.
Let's not take that the wrong direction, but we really and call your own mom and tell her you love her. And I feel like there's some moms of this podcast. My mom is one of them. She listens to it, which I maybe shouldn't have said. My mom listens to this, but and she'll say things every once in a while. But and then I feel like shout out Suzanne Martin is definitely a mom to this podcast, and we love moms. Shout out to moms.
And the other side is like less tender, I guess. I don't know what that's called. And I had eaten all the tender portion, and I had no idea. And so Jimmy was really upset that I didn't even save him any of that tender portion. But so we get to the reception of this wedding, and I'm like, man, I do not feel good. So go to the bathroom, diarrhea, and
That was a nice, quick way to get
Go to the bathroom,
through
yep,
detail.
diarrhea.
Yep, diarrhea. Yep. Which we're just people, all right?
Yeah.
She's, you know what? She is brave and bold for sharing this story with the public like we did.
Yeah.
I love it.
And everyone goes through it.
Everybody, some more than others. Okay.
can you go, please?
Love it so much.
And I'm like, all right, and I'm like, we gotta go. So we pack up Ellie and get in the car, and I say, Jim, we gotta go. Like,
Oh, Jim, I
you
love it.
have got to get it to the hotel quick.
You've been in that situation. That's the worst. Being in the car and just like, it's not gonna, it hurts. You ever do that? I mean, and I get aggressive too. If I'm not driving, I'm like, get on the gas. We got to get there now. So I identify with that so much. Here we go.
Oh, Jesus. Okay, just give me some grace, because this was 3 months postpartum.
Okay.
And, so, in the middle of the drive, I said, Jim, oh my gosh, get me a diaper. Give me a diaper out of the diaper bag right now. Oh my gosh.
That is amazing.
Hi.
Moms are so resourceful.
Yeah.
Who would have thought of
I
that in a
would have
split
never thought
second?
of that.
Something happens to your brain when you
Yeah.
have a child and you get resourceful. You think of blowing your nose in a t-shirt that's in the back, that's dirty. Or you think of, I gotta go, my kid wears diapers. And it's created for this specific reason.
Mm-hmm.
What a mom thing to do.
Yep.
If I was in that scenario, it would have been like, we're buying new pants.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Or no. Here's what I would have done. I would have just said, this car is going to receive something, and then afterwards we're going to lock this car and we're going to walk away forever. And I'm going to get a new car. And I'm telling you the truth. That's exactly what I would do. I might bother listing on Craigslist, say car parked on road, no key, poop inside. I guarantee that's how I'd handle that situation. And just, if somebody wants it, I'll take some money. Or if you're willing to just get my name off the record.
Just call an Uber for the way.
I would, you know what? I'd probably call my dad. That's what I'd do. I'd probably walk a little and then stop walking. And then I'd call my dad immediately. And he'd pick me up and then we'd have to get rid of his car too. But anyways, let's keep going.
He didn't grab me a diaper. He grabbed me my favorite pajama onesies that I love
Oh,
for Ellie. And
Jim,
guys, I
Jim.
pooped in the car. And I had to have him pull over to like this dark alley.
Yep. Yeah, that's how it goes.
And I had to like throw the onesie.
Is that it? Was that the whole thing?
No, you probably just exited out of it.
Oh, it just stopped. That's amazing. She pulled out a onesie, and I feel like I won't know where to go if I pull it up again.
It's okay. I can recap the rest. I've listened to
What
it.
happened? What was the rest of it? Because
She
this
pulled
is
out the onesie.
This is
Yeah.
hold on. If you're grossed out, let me just say, just take a broader view. We're human, and scientifically, we get rid of what we put in, and sometimes that process isn't as dignified.
And that's going to happen to you one day.
Yes,
It will.
100%.
100%.
So if you're offended, you know what? Don't turn this off, but pause it, and I hope you get diarrhea. Next, what? How does it go? How's the story go?
She cleans up, and then she wraps it up by saying that it happens to everyone.
Oh yeah,
And we shouldn't be
100%.
ashamed of saying those stories.
That's right. That's right. And I, there was one time I was on a road trip, and it was one of those situations.
Please
where-
tell me this.
Just hold on. Now, if you're about to turn it off because we're still hanging out in this, area of conversation, we're going to get through it fast. But it was one of those situations where the option is, there is one option, and that's to go to go. That's the option. There's not another one, right? It's just like there's not. And we were driving from town to town, and so we're in the middle of nowhere, and there was
why I love these
there was farming. There was farming on both sides, and just flat everywhere. So I wasn't. If I was going to do this in the van we were in, we were going to have to leave it on the side of the road, right? You get put it on Craigslist, and so I couldn't do that. So I said, guys, we got to stop. There's not a bathroom for forever, but I looked both sides. It's just like miles of just I'm trying to find shelter. I need a little. I need
Privacy.
something.
Need a canopy or
So we
something.
went just a little bit further, and somebody had baled some hay, and so that provided just what I needed to not be exposed or be exposure to many cars that were driving by. And that's all I'll say about that. And we're just human. And I had to get that off my chest
Yeah.
because me and like two other guys have lived with that dark secret for a long time. Okay, let's do something new and fresh. What do you think, Sean? Let's hop to. Should we do? Oh, you know what? I was gonna bring this up. I was gonna bring something up.
Mm-hmm.
I was I went by Starbucks the other day. You guys go to Starbucks?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like my favorite place, but I was going to Starbucks. Have you ever been to Starbucks and the drive-through person is abnormally kind? Mm-hmm. You know, when you encounter a drive-through person, sometimes it's like, oh, they're annoyed to be at work, and honestly, when they're like that, I'm just like, I understand. You know, I'm not one of those like,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna tip you or whatever that is. You know, I don't do that because. But anyways, and then sometimes they're like fake kind, which again I also get. I'm like, you're supposed to be saying these words.
Yep.
You know, the Chick-fil-A words or whatever. Don't say it because it feels. I like to hear it, but there's a hint of just you know.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But at this, I've gone to Starbucks many times where the person was genuinely kind and genuinely like happy.
Just a good person.
Yes.
Yeah.
And there's been some days where that right there has meant a lot. And it's crazy to say. Like, we say that all the time, to be like kind, because you never know, whatever. But I've caught myself so many times, like, if they wouldn't have been kind, this day would have just gotten worse. But there was like, somebody was just randomly kind, and it actually makes a difference. You guys ever had that happen? Where, I don't know if it's like you were at the grocery store and someone's unusually like kind, or someone checking out. It's really people checking you out that can make the biggest difference in the world. They're just checking. Is that all you need? And then if they're kind, has that ever happened to you guys?
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, not really.
Well, I was cleaning
Yeah.
something because I was supposed to. It was
Yeah.
my job. I was
Yeah.
an intern.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know?
yeah.
And a youth leader came up to me and was like, "You're doing a great job."
Yeah.
And I didn't really receive it. I was kind of angry.
Yeah. Yeah.
But then another one came.
Oh, okay.
And then a third one came.
Really?
And I was like, okay,
Now you got to feel it.
now
You
I
got
gotta
no
feel
choice.
it. Yeah.
That's amazing.
And it felt good.
Yes. Yes. That ever happened to you, Sean?
I'll say this about that is
Yeah.
typically, I don't know why, I don't know why, but I feel like that type of nice behavior doesn't always hit me the same way it hits other people.
Yeah.
But it's better than receiving negative behavior. Like, it doesn't necessarily make my day 1,000 times brighter, but it is nice to have that happen.
Yes.
When somebody's actually pleasant and you can tell that they don't hate their job.
So it's more difficult to woo Sean, although he does appreciate it. Me, on the other hand, I'm open. Like, if you say you're doing a great job, it's like, I don't know. I think it can just, because you never know what frame of mind someone's in. That's why being consistently kind is so important.
Yeah.
Because just like in your cleaning, and people could easily go by and say nothing, but why not say something and be genuine about it? You never know whose day you might just make a little bit better. And if you're someone who checks people out at the mall, H&M, you're there, there's some alarm is going off, because it always is. You know what I'm saying? Like, beep, beep. I don't know what that is, but at H&M, there's beep, beep. You're trying to talk, and you're like, is there a thief? Is there a theft happening right now? Should we call it? And it's just, there's really no answer. It's just there's a beep. But it's some kind of alarm. Someone's stolen probably a lot of clothes from H&M. But that person has the potential to be exceptionally kind, which is hard to do. If you're doing that all day, seeing people, man, that's got to be frustrating. I can't imagine the people you come into contact with. But you have a chance to be kind, and it's also in the rhythms of life where people aren't expecting kindness,
Yeah.
that you can really make a difference.
Yep.
And I would say checking someone out is not where you it's not where you expect kindness necessarily. So you have the ability to surprise someone. And was I way out there? Does anybody relate to being at H&M and checking out and there's an alarm constantly going off?
Yes.
There's always an
Always.
alarm. What is it?
I don't know.
I don't know
Somebody's
either.
Going through the doors with their bag.
Yeah, exactly. And but anyways, so I will say that I think this has been the most randomly directed podcast we've ever had. There was a little stress up front when we were getting ready for it. Just there was chords moving. I'm not even quite sure. There was things. There was situations. But now we're calm, and now we're here, and we honestly still have a lot of things to do.
That's right.
This podcast is packed
Yeah.
with content. Where should we go next, Sean?
We could do a text real quick.
Or let's go to the videos, because I want to make sure we get those.
Okay. Yeah.
So we're going to do this one video. Is this a video? It's a video. So we're going to do a video first. Here we go. Oh, is this mission accomplished video? Should I do the other one first?
It's gonna be the one with a guy in it.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Hey, my name is AJ Garcia. I am a director of social media and a youth leader at a church in Traverse City, Michigan.
Nice.
And I'm new to your guys' podcast, so I just wanted to say I'm excited to see what you guys have in the future, and I'm already a fan, so keep it up.
Super encouraging.
Yeah.
Yeah.
AJ,
I think he said AJ.
AJ? Let's see here. For those of you watching, he's got some kind of,
You mean listening?
well, those of you listening, but also if you can see it, he's got, I'm trying to observe the background. I don't know why that's where my attention went. It was immediately, is there anything interesting in the background? So if I'm honest, didn't even hear what he said. He said, I just know it had a positive tone. And then he said the word youth leader. What'd he say?
He
Are
said
you
he's a
asking me
fan.
what he
Yeah,
said?
what'd he say? He said new to,
Yeah.
New.
He
okay.
said he's new to the podcast. He likes what
Okay.
we're doing, and
Love
he's
it.
excited to hear more.
Love it. And I'm excited that you're part of this. And I
really
like what you
kind
got
words.
going on in the background. Okay. I'll evaluate that more later. It's just a weird thing that I do. But I do got to get to this next one because this is
Hey
when
guys, how's it going?
oh.
This is Kendra. I live in Alpha.
Okay, we're going to restart this one because when I put this out there last week, this person, first of all, I had no idea. It was one of those wishes. My head was in Azle, Texas,
Yeah.
and I had a dream. And I, for some reason, grew such an affinity for Athol, Massachusetts. I don't
Yeah.
know why, but, and then the King Phillips restaurant news. I remember it. It was when Britt was in here and we were talking about it. New ownership.
Yeah.
King Phillips. And so we put a charge out there to go, and we got a few followers, around one, from Athol, Massachusetts.
Around one.
And her name was Kinky Elks. And so I charged her with the mission of going to King Phillips, get some content so that we could play it on the podcast. Now, I thought the percentage of this happening, I'm going to be real honest, I thought it was 100%. This is for sure happening. Honestly, I had all faith, which is just the kind of person I am. But I thought if this happens, something about this is going to unlock. I feel like I'm reading some tarot cards. Something about this is going to unlock something great in your future. I'm a fortune cookie. But I want to go back to this because I am so appreciative. And she was once an outsider. She is all the way on the inside. Special part of the We're Just People family. Yep. Shout out to this amazing person from Athol, Massachusetts.
Hey guys, how's it going?
What's
this
up?
Is Kendra. I live in Athol. I'm here at the.
She did say Athol.
She did.
Athol.
Right.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to change the pronunciation.
Pronunciation.
Subscriptions.
AP, which is what the locals call it here.
AP.
We're actually in Phillipston, not in Athol, but we're close enough. And here's the dairy bar behind me.
Nice.
I've eaten.
Dairy bar, like got a lot of milk?
Yeah.
Just
or cheese.
Milk, cheese, and
Yogurt.
ice cream.
I think it's a
Cottage
small town
cheese.
thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that a small?
Yeah.
How do you know?
Because
You had
I've
one?
been there. Yes.
And the dairy bar serves cheese?
You've been to King Phillips?
No.
Oh.
So, okay. Let's not, hey, how about we don't take this whole podcast down discovering what a dairy bar is?
Okay.
Actually, that's what we do. That's the penguin costume that's on us.
Yeah.
Is that I want to know what a dairy bar is.
Yeah.
Have you been? So you've been to a dairy bar?
In my experience, they have things like chili cheese dogs, ice cream, burgers,
Gotcha.
and that sort
Okay.
of
So
dairy
it's a
product.
Okay.
Wait, dairy?
Yeah, I know. It doesn't have to make sense.
Nope.
Calm it down, Mr. Enneagram 1.
I'm not a 1.
You're a 5. I know.
I'm a 1.
You're a 1.
Yep.
But it doesn't have to make sense. Let's go back to Kendra.
Here a few times. It's pretty good. The ice cream's great. The fish and chips are awesome. That
Not in the dairy family, but we're gonna let that. We're gonna let it go.
We're just gonna let it slide.
We're gonna let it slide.
is a New England delicacy. And yeah, this place is pretty good for this area. I'll send you another video if you want anything,
Just
more stuff in Athol.
soldier.
There's not a lot to
Soldier.
eat around here, so this is probably one of the best restaurants here.
Yep.
All right, take care.
That's amazing. So we got the dairy bar, and did we get any pictures?
Yeah, she sent us some pictures, and we'll put them in the video podcast.
And what are the pictures of, friend?
They are of the
Friend,
outside.
Friend, what are the pictures of? Hold on. You need to tell us, and you need to use your good voice.
Good voice. What do you?
I don't
Your-
know.
your
Just
radio
Just
voice.
keep going. Just flow with me.
All right.
What are the pictures of?
You are confusing me so
What
much.
are the pictures
King
from
Phillips.
King Phillips Restaurant, baby.
Yes.
Kendra came through. Shout out to Kendra, King Phillips Restaurant. We made it happen.
Yep.
I feel like we could do anything.
Now, well, you know what has to happen now.
What has to happen?
We have to charge someone with a mission to follow through on his promise. The hotline champ said that he
Britt?
would send
Kendra?
a $20 Amazon gift card.
Kendra, you have $20 of Amazon gift card coming to you because you know what? You are a first, my friend. I don't even really know if you're going to listen to this. I think you do, but you're a first, and that's incredible. And we thank you so much.
Maybe we should have her like DM us her email address or something.
Do that, please. DM
Sean
on the
wants you to DM him,
Yes,
Kendra.
that's right. And so you can.
I don't run the
Sean's-
Weirdest People account.
We're yes. So whoever does it, we'll find out, and we'll get you that. And that feels like a weird thing that we do. If she's new, she's like, "What? You pay people for this? Is odd." But it was a one-time thing, and we fulfill our promises.
That's right.
Like we did with the T-shirt.
We follow through. It's our new motto.
Yes, it's our new motto.
Yeah.
Because, and some of them are stalled, but it's coming. It's forthcoming.
Right.
The T-shirt. I want to say that in my heart of hearts, I want to do something special in Loudonville, Ohio. I haven't been able to let that place go. And it's about 1,500 people. And my new mission, I saw this posted, my new mission is to somehow make the news. They have some type of gazette there in the in Loudonville, Ohio.
Uh-huh.
And my goal is for We're Just People podcast to make the news. Breaking news. Maybe we ought to talk about them, edit a clip, hey, just so you know, some big city, high rolling podcast is talking about your town. And I just think that you should know about this.
Yeah.
To the Loudonville Gazette. And they might do a write-up. So do we need to make that clip?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah, we do.
Because we're in such a big city and we have great taste and we're big time, our podcast, thousands of listeners, downloads. We got clout. And with that clout, I am going to say that I like Loudonville, Ohio. And that's a special place. And I'm going to say, as an extension of Oklahoma City, with a city with so much clout across the nation, I'm going to extend a hand, an invitation to say, we can share in a brotherhood, a family. And you can support the Oklahoma City Thunder. I'm going to let you do that. And I'm going to say this.
Let them do that.
Yeah, I'm going to let them do it. And I'm going to say this, too, about Loudonville, is that I love your town. You should be, this is what it is. Some guy from a big city is campaigning for Loudonville to be ranked the number one small town in America.
Oh.
They'll run that. They'll run that for sure. Look at me. I'm super trendy. I'm in a big city. Loudonville, Ohio should be the number one small town in America. Cut to the normal news anchor, local news. Back to 6 o'clock news with... I'm letting myself go some strange places.
Yeah,
with this podcast.
I think we should probably look up some facts about Loudonville before we say this should be number one in the nation.
That's fair. That's fair. But all I needed to do was say those words,
Yeah.
and hopefully that'll make it to the news.
Yeah,
And we'll break the internet in Loudonville. So, all right. So we got to move to big news, small towns.
big news, small towns.
Big news, small towns.
Big news, small towns. And then we're going to shut this thing down with I got a Dove chocolate, and then we got a voicemail that you got to listen to, saving it for the end. But let's hear some big news from some small towns.
Okay, so this week we have one story, but it is quite possibly the best big news, small town segment that we've ever had.
Are you serious?
Yeah, this will be contender.
Okay.
Will
Okay.
be.
All right.
On par with Loudonville.
Okay.
Okay. So, this comes out of the small town of Zachary, Louisiana. Okay, and this is just outside Zachary.
Hold on.
Okay?
If you say that the city is from Louisiana or Florida, my expectations are extremely high.
This should have made national news.
Okay, let's hear it. Let's hear
All right. This is the headline.
it. Okay.
In wild encounter, woman bites testicles of tiger truck stop camel to escape.
Whoa! What? There was so much. I heard bites, and then I heard
Camels, tigers, and testicles.
yes. Now, how does the camel and tiger work? What is that?
So,
And it's at some sort of.
the truck stop is called Tiger Truck Stop.
It's
Okay.
at Tiger Truck Stop.
So-
Helps. Now that's a great headline.
Yeah.
But keep going.
Okay, so at the Tiger Truck Stop, they have some animals
Right.
that you can go up and pet and see.
Or yeah, what happened? So what happened?
A man and his spouse
Yep.
came to the truck stop, and
Which is called Tiger.
the Tiger Truck Stop, and they antagonized a camel, and the camel sat on the wife.
Wait, are you serious?
This is real.
This is the news.
This is the news straight out of The Advocate, okay, which is the
Credible. Let's just say it's
the
credible.
hot news source, and this is on multiple sites. Like this is not just
So
on
a
one.
camel sat on a woman at a truck stop named Tiger.
Yes.
Keep going.
At Tiger Truck Stop, a camel sat on a woman, and she got away
Bye.
by biting the camel's testicles. And the police got involved.
You know, there's so much strangeness to that story. I don't even know if I can mentally go there.
Now, there's more.
Really?
So, like I said, the
Okay.
truck stop is just outside Zachary. So, yes,
Okay.
this is from a listener. Our listener in Zachary would probably know this very well because
Yeah.
they know of this truck stop.
Right.
The truck stop is actually in another small town very close to Zachary.
Okay.
And that small town's name is Gross Teat. 2 words.
Why do beautiful things like this happen? This is why we're doing this podcast, because somewhere out in the world, there's 2 facts that are there. One is that a female at a truck stop named Tiger somehow got sat on by a camel and she bit its testicles to get free. And the other fact is that it happened in a city called Gross Teat. And those 2 came together to provide this moment.
That's right.
That we just got to share.
Yeah.
This is beautiful.
Can I?
We're just people.
Can I actually read the article? Just the few sentences.
Really quick.
Really quick. It's coming through. Tiger Truck Stops Casper the Camel.
Love
That's
it.
its name.
Even love it. Keep
One of
going.
the animal attractions at the truck stop looks no worse for wear.
Animal attraction.
Sunday, September 22nd, 2019 in Gross Teat. Last week, when a Florida truck driver and her husband crawled into a camel's enclosure at the truck stop, the camel sat on the woman who used her teeth to bite the camel's testicles.
You've already
to
said
escape.
it. You got that part. You just want to say. You want
I
to
just
say that
want to
word.
say it again because it's surreal.
It is so surreal. Wow. Okay. Well,
This really happened.
yeah, that's the thing, is that it really happened.
Yeah.
And but I think I want to. The visual imagery has popped up in my head enough times.
Yep.
But that's pretty amazing.
We went off the rails this episode.
We went off the rails, and that's the title.
I hope the camel's okay.
Off the rails.
Yep.
I hope the camel's okay too. Wow, I didn't even think about that. But that you're right, Sean. That wins. I mean, that wins. Hey, that wins a lot. That wins everything.
yeah.
That's so really big news. That is incredible. We got this voicemail we need to check out, and
You might intro, if this is the final stuff, you might intro that we're doing the inspiration rappers.
I'm doing
because
this,
this has to
right.
deal with inspiration rappers.
Oh.
The final voicemail does.
okay, so we're gonna do this final voicemail, and then I'm going to read you this, and we'll send you off and into the rest of your day.
I had to call and tell you that I really love your show.
Whoever this is, listen. I genuinely have a deep love for you, and it just happened within the first 2 seconds of hearing your voice.
And just for listeners to know, this is from a listener in Louisiana, and there is a picture involved with this voicemail as well, so you might want to check out the video podcast.
Okay, do I need to pull up the picture, or should I wait?
For reference, you might pull it up first.
Okay, let me pull this
and then
up.
describe it for the listeners.
Okay, so the picture is of a Dove chocolate wrapper. Should I read what it says or go back to record?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, what it says is, be with people who make you laugh. That's great advice. And whoever this is,
I wanted to just text to talk, but I had to literally call to leave this message because I deal with a real condition you're probably not aware of. I'm Siri challenged. No matter how many different ways I try to say it, Siri never gets it right.
Siri challenge, that's so amazing. Because I bet, I love this. Whoever you are amazing.
So on behalf of those who are Siri challenged in this world, I want to say we're just people with an accent. When you have to backspace, and repeat again, the struggle's real, y'all. And I want to inspire you with a rapper today because it's the real reason I can't stop watching your show. And since my daughter left her bag of Dove chocolates at my house, I thought, why not? Be with people who make you laugh.
Oh, my world just got made.
That was so good.
Whoever that is amazing. Be with people who make you laugh, or however she's saying it. That is so cool.
Mm-hmm.
Call into the hotline, and that would be awesome. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Leave a review on the app that you listen on. And follow us on Instagram. Because there's a lot that happens there.
Yeah.
And there's a lot. One of the things I saw was in our DMs, whoever's running the We're Just People podcast, someone DM'd us and said, hey. And then so the We're Just People podcast replied with, hey. And then the other person came back with, hey. And then We're Just People podcast said, hey. And that happened like 20 times. And so we're having a blast on Instagram. And so follow us there. Is there anything else before I read this?
No, I don't think so.
All right. Listen, here's what I'm going to send you with. Dove Chocolates, the chocolate who has got it figured out. What they do is they get you to eat a piece of chocolate and you feel bad because you ate chocolate. And then immediately you feel good. And then you say, I want that again. And then you feel bad and then you feel good. So I'm going to make you feel good. Okay. Let's see here. Keep life moving forward. 'Cause looking back is only for time travelers. Look forward. We're just people. And beyond.